Hey, what up, guys? I'm about to get started right now. I new look. I decided to zoom out the camera and see how people feel about that. Uh, this thing looks really long. This is like a little distracting here, but I don't think I can change that. So, whatever. So today I'm just having a hard time waking up. My brain is not functional. Oh, you know what? I need to bring my coffee over. I'm gonna bring coffee over. Joe, what's up? Good to see you. Uh, just gonna bring some coffee over. Let me do that real quick. Yeah, well, yeah, I am a little tired. Look, yeah, thank you. Uh, I so what happened with the coffee just now is my girlfriend drank it all, so I don't have any coffee left. But you know what? It's probably a good thing. I don't want to have too much coffee in the morning, so that's a good thing. And yeah, I right now in Korea because I'm trying to stream for at least like the U.S. kids as well. So I'm trying to wake up at 5 a.m. in Korea. And what that means is I should sleep at around 9 or 10 because then I get like 8 or 7 hours of sleep. So yesterday I slept at 9:30, but then I woke up at 3 and then oh my God, it was just so hard. Like I kept waking up and yeah, I don't know. My body's not adjusting yet. This what do you call it? Oh, jet lag. This jet lag is messing me up. Get pranked? Yeah, maybe I should have like a filter for my eyes. Anyway, yeah, I want to like get my brain started, so I'm gonna go into Wordle. Wordle. Okay, that's not it. Okay, my shortcuts are not working. Hang on. God, I hate it when my shortcuts don't work. Yo, Joaquin, what's up? Joaquin. Let me know what you think about the wide angle view. Anyway, actually, you can kind of see even when I do this, you can kind of see my expressions, although it's still pretty tiny, especially if you're on the phone. That's pretty tiny. How am I doing? Yeah, as Joe was mentioning, I am tired. I try to wake up at 5 a.m. So uh, so I slept at 9:30, but dude, I'm tired. Like, because I woke up at 3 and I couldn't go back to sleep. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to update the YouTube chat so that at least shows in the stream. Uh, where am I? I'm in Seoul. I'm in Seoul. Seoul as in Seoul, Korea. Not yeah. Not what other souls are there in the world? So okay, now the chat should show up. Okay, chat's showing up, and oh my God, wrong page. Okay. And then I guess yeah. Right now it's 6:52 a.m. in Korea, so in New York it must be 7:52 p.m., right? Yeah. Hang on, let me see if there were any new comments on YouTube first. No. You know what? YouTube comments are a little tiring for me. So, like, I want to start with something easy. All right, Wordle time. Join the voice? Yeah, actually, we could, but the problem right now is my computer cannot handle dual streaming. dual streaming to Discord and voice at the same time. In the future, I'm gonna pay big money to get a better computer. As in, so in 1 month it's gonna arrive, or less than 1 month it's gonna arrive, and I should be able to do dual streaming to Discord and YouTube. But yeah, right now if I try it, it's gonna destroy the stream. It's gonna make the stream unusable. So for now, if we want Discord events, we have to do it separately. I was looking for something. What was I looking for? Oh, the zoom. Zoom. Okay, awkwardly zooming in on my forehead. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Wordle. Let's Wordle. Let's Wordle, turtles. Well, wait, hey, squid. I was trying to say Squirtle, but then obviously that's way too long. Oh my god, not a single letter. Okay, but you know, like obviously Q is not a very common letter, and D is fairly uncommon. I mean, not is less common. The most common words are like tree. C is very common. S is common. Oh wait, I already used S. Hang on. Trade. D is pretty. Oh, I already used D. Trank. Drake. I already used D. Crate. Wait. AE. CRATE. Oh, yeah. C is also pretty common because, you know, we get CH and TH and stuff like that. Let's do crate. All right, crate. RA. I got an R and an A in the wrong position right now. Now we have a GH to use. P. N. Oh, I didn't use the NMs yet. Ramp. No S though. We have a cramp. Clamp. No, we already used a C. Rap. My brain's not working. WH. Wharf. Now that is a word that works. It's definitely not the right word. Oh, and also the A is in the wrong place. Okay. Because it can't be here. It can't be here. Can't be here. How do you get better at reading? You know, read a little. Just kidding. I can give better advice after I get through this. I'm really focusing on this one letter right now. Where? So hang on. Either the A is here, right, which makes some sense, and then we have O. We have O as well. So we could have like a. Wait, AO? Is AO a thing? Wait, do we have a Brazilian here? We have pau as in bread and pau as in dick. Something like that, right? Pau. Bow. I forgot what it was. Is Joaquin still in the stream? I think I'm right? There's like, when you pronounce pau, like some different way, it changes from bread to dick. Am I right? Paolo. Hey, hang on. AO is not very common in English, I think. Oh, you know what? There is an old school AO word. Yeah, this is a English AO word. This is for like jail. This is pronounced jail, and it's literally the same meaning as jail, but it's just spelled in this old. Oh, goal. I didn't even think about goal. Hang on. But then I have to have the croak. How about croak? C-R. No, I already used the C. And then the R can't be there. Ash. Wait, earlier I had such a good word. Oh, but Gar. I can't think of anything right now. Marsh? Why is this so hard? Oh my god, I can't think of a single word. Alright, I'm gonna use a very weird word. Harpy, just because I can't think of anything. Oh, nice, I got a P. ASD, are you still here? I can give you the advice now. I mean, if you're still around. Now we know that the A is after the R, because it's not going to start with April. Apron. Oh, apron also works. The A could be at the very beginning. Might as well try it. Oh, dude. Yo, I am the goat. I am the squid goat. All right. Copy my results to clipboard. Hey, ASD left. No patience, man. What? ASD can't wait for me to finish my Wordle game. All right, hang on. What I'm trying to do. What's up? Now I'm gonna go back to, since ASD is not here, I'm gonna go back to Soham. And let me make sure I just got everyone else. Okay, yeah. So Soham, you got 3 wrong on grammar, but 6 wrong on May. I mean, how come you deleted it? That actually makes it really hard for. But anyway, you know. That could mean a lot of different things. So it's hard for me to say. It really depends. Like, you must have gone back and reviewed those 6 questions. So I think the meaning of it is not just from the, okay, you know what? I should say this. People focus too much on the numbers. Okay? The numbers don't mean anything by themselves. What the meaning comes from the actual decisions and the actual movements. Okay. When I say movements, I mean that metaphorically. I'm not going to, okay, I don't want to use metaphors right now. Okay. I'm going to use literal language. Okay. But the meaning does not come from the numbers. Okay. The numbers are a way of just keeping an eye on where the problems may be. It's like a scanner, but just because it's like a metal detector scanner doesn't mean you know whether it's gold or silver or some aluminum. We don't know what kind of metal it is. It's just metal, okay? So what you need to do is you need to dig it up. You need to dig it up and figure out what it means from actually analyzing it. So there is no meaning from the number by itself, okay? So go into the questions and really try to recollect, right? Now, it's a little late. It's at the very end of, I mean, it's right now, we're in the middle of June. Did the SAT scores come out? Oh, no, of course it came out. Sorry. May SAT scores came out. The June SAT scores are going to come out next month. I just got confused for a second. Okay. So the meaning is in the actual questions. Go and dig it up, excavate it, dig it up, and try to remember the state of mind that you were in on that question, okay? And ask yourself, did I make the right decisions? Did I make the right moves, okay? Like, I knocked out B and D, okay? Was I too overly confident when I knocked out B and D? Okay, I wasn't. That was good. It was a good call. I saved time by knocking out B and D. Now I was stuck between A and C. Did I get overly fixated on A and C, and did I not reread the question stem? You know, like, think about the actual moves that you made, and then that's where the meaning comes from. It doesn't come from just the number. So then what you might learn is, wow, out of these 6 questions, I literally just did not even know the grammar that I needed. I just did not know it, which means that if anything, the last time on March when I got -3, it was because I got lucky. I got lucky because even with my weak grammar knowledge, I just happened to weave through all the hard grammar questions because I got lucky, right? That could be the meaning. Alternatively, completely different meaning. It could be, oh my God, I know the grammar, I know the reasoning for 5 out of 6 of these immediately. It took me like less than 10 seconds to less than 5 seconds to figure out what the right answer was, and why it's the right answer. What the heck? How could I make 5 careless mistakes in one sitting? Compared to March, where I made only 1 careless mistake and I only got only 2 genuine errors, right? In that case, then now you have to analyze like your test taking habits, right? That's a whole separate thing. So the meaning, again, it's like a metal detector. The meaning doesn't come from, oh, there's metal here. There's like 3 pieces of metal here. The meaning comes from digging up each and every single one of them and figuring out, okay, which one's gold, which one's silver, which one's aluminum, which one's nickel, whatever. Like, go and look it up. And if you find a pattern, that's the meaning. Okay, so ASD is asking me, do I do free tutoring? No, I do not do free tutoring. I do paid tutoring. But I am thinking of launching, and actually, basically, I will launch an August SAT prep course. But this is not a comprehensive prep course, so it's not like teaching you all the grammar and teaching you all like every genre, like fiction and history. And I'm not going to do a comprehensive course. Okay, it's a sort of cram course. It's going to be, I'm thinking 6 weeks, and I'm going to make it as cheap as possible while making it make sense for me. Okay, and what I mean by cheap as possible is in New York, if you just sort of Google search like New York academies that you can sit in on, they have programs that cost like $50 an hour, okay, or $60 an hour, or then if you do it online, maybe like $30 an hour. I'm trying to be cheaper than all of that, okay? I'm trying to be, but I have to like kind of figure out what kind of course I'm going to make, because I already do courses that are very expensive actually, but they're through academies, and I'm trying to create my own course, and I don't know, I'm going to figure it out. If you want to have more news about the courses that I'm doing, just join the Discord. There is a channel in our Discord server. In fact, I can show it to you. There's a channel in my Discord server for courses where I'm just like literally just thinking out loud about the course that I'm about to make, okay? And then you can even help if you have certain special needs. You can even help kind of like shape how the course will be by expressing your needs here, okay? My tutoring is not going to be cheap, just FYI, because tutoring is not my focus, so it's not going to be cheap. Even in Korea, which doesn't have like Korea economically is weaker than the US, but even in Korea, it's not cheap. So it's not gonna be cheap. So you can talk to me about it. You can DM me about it, but tutoring is not cheap. Going back to what's my favorite food? Dude? You know what? I was in Brooklyn for 4 months this time. Now I am Korean American, so I grew up, man. I like in the 2000s when pho was a thing that only Asian kids knew about. You know, the pho, the boba, right? The pad kimao, right? We like the Asian kids and I grew up in Las Vegas, where there's a huge Asian population, but very diverse, very diverse. You know, we have the Thais, the Laotians, the Koreans, the Chinese, not a lot of Japanese, but Filipinos. So our friends were all very mixed, and we would eat all types of food, like adobo, Filipino adobo, and like just the Chinese buffets that serve like the American food too. It's like, you know, we would just go around all these different places. So I had a very diverse palate from when I was a kid. And now it's mainstream. Like if you go to Brooklyn, like all of that's there. It's all there. Everyone's there. But I lived in Brooklyn now for the last I was in Brooklyn for the last 4 months until a week ago when I came to Seoul. And you know what? My favorite food is just Korean now. It's just Korean. You know why? At some point, all that diversity tastes the same because they use the same oil in America. They use the same oil, the same salt, the same. It's just infuriating. It's like visually they're all so different. The burgers, the pizzas, the Thai food, the Mexican food, the whatever. But it is so frustratingly, if you are in Brooklyn at least, it's so frustratingly similar tasting that I just can't handle it anymore. I just in Korea, it's people think that Korean food is not diverse, but you actually have to people don't really know. It's so diverse within Korean food. I love Korean food. People think of Korean food as like bibimbap, like galbi, the short ribs, and like the bulgogi, and like the couple meat dish. There's so much more food. So much more food. So I love Korean food. The older I get, the more I love Korean food. Now, earlier there was a question I think I missed. ASD was asking a question about how do you improve reading. The thing though, I'm going to give a quick answer to that question, which is improving reading is not a single skill. It's actually many skills, and if you focus the question a little bit more, okay, you should include a couple more parameters. Okay, it's not just reading. It's okay. First, like ASD, when you say how do I get better reading, do you mean SAT reading first of all? I don't like. Are you talking about a test, or are you just talking about pure reading, right? Because those are two different things. Now maybe you're not going to reply because maybe you're not here anymore, but I'm still going to just roughly map out my response. So for the SAT reading, the nice thing about a test is that you can actually see what your weaknesses are by seeing the kinds of questions you're making, you're getting wrong. At least that's a starting point. But I have a couple of diagnostics that you could use to figure out where your weaknesses are. And they're in my Notion page where I have all my common answers. In fact, I'll just zoom to it real quickly. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm just going to skim it so you at least know. Okay, so if you guys want to find this, okay, if you guys want to find this, here. And then just search diagnose, okay? You should be able to find, so right now I'm going to do it for you, right? And then, yeah, if you click on this link, actually. Okay, so this is where the diagnosing comes out. Okay, I talk about where to actually notice, like how to find out where your weaknesses are. I know it's a lot to read, and I know it's easier to just like talk to me, but you know, also because I keep repeating myself, I do want to start moving things out towards like text and also to video. So there are 3 diagnostics that I think you really should do if you're focusing on SAT reading. Now, if you're talking about just general reading, it's a combination of vocabulary and word usage, grammar, syntax, and finally, genre conventions. Okay, so vocabulary and word usage is deceptively simple. People think that they just need to they just need to use Google and see the first definition that pops up. It's not a good habit. That's a bad habit. It makes you think that words always just have one meaning that you just have to memorize. That's not the way to learn vocabulary. I'm sure there's a lot of good. Actually, I should look it up, but I'm sure there's a lot of good YouTube videos on having on developing good vocabulary. If there isn't, I will make some in the future. but my short answer right now for that is bare minimum, whenever you learn a word, learn at least 3 to 5 sentences that the word pops up in, because it's more valuable to know how the word is used than it is to know what the word means, quote unquote. Okay, the definitions are not that useful. That's a short version. There's much more I could say about that, but that's vocabulary. For grammar and syntax, the main thing is to yes, it will, Joe. Yes, it will. For grammar and syntax, the main thing is to always slow down on a sentence that you don't understand. Now, this is a habit you have to make. When you read a sentence and you're like, I don't know what the hell this is saying, you need to slow down on it, and you really need to learn to process it, especially if the text that you're reading is supposed to be at your grade level. You really need to slow down and process it. And the best way to do that is to like copy and paste it, make a flashcard, and then maybe show it to somebody who can help you parse it. Parse, P-A-R-S-E, parse it. And then once you figure out how the grammar works, then like you keep it as a flashcard, and then check back on it every once in a while to see if you still know how to parse it. There's grammatical structures, and so grammatical structures, you need to build them up one by one. Okay, it's sometimes called syntax. Okay, the way that sentences are built. And the third thing for reading is genre conventions. This is the thing that takes probably the most time and expertise. But reading is not just a big monolith. You know, reading is reading a certain kind of thing, because people write in genres. Okay, so I can write in the genre of fiction. And even within fiction, if you get into college level, there's like many types of fiction. At the high school level, it's kind of just fiction. But yeah, at the college level, it's like many types of fiction. So learning the conventions of the genre, it's like watching a basketball game but only knowing soccer rules or football rules, right? Like you're gonna be kind of confused. You know, there's gonna be a lot of things that you're confused by. Like what's a court, like the idea, like, you know, the idea, like the time period when the timeouts are, you know. So you got to learn the genres of basketball to watch a basketball game and be able to understand what's happening. Same way with reading. Like there's science research, which is very different, and then within science research there's also subgenres. There's literature. Within literature there's subgenres. Within then there's like essays and speeches. Those have different subgenres. So you need to learn the genre conventions, and that will help you guide through. I cannot give you a recap of every genre convention ever. That's literally like 5 different college courses in one. I can't do that right now. But if you are more specific about which genre you are bad at reading, then we can start talking about that a little bit more in detail. So those are some quick responses. And now I'm, yeah. And Joe, just going back to you, I do want to do the sort of like chatting on stream thing. I really do, which is why I'm dropping like $2,400 for a better computer, because I'm like, I can't deal with my computer. Like I can't keep having problems with my computer while I'm streaming. If I want to be a long-term streamer, I need my computer to follow with me for whatever I want to do. And for some reason, like everything's fine except for like YouTube Discord is like insanely painful, which is weird. But instead of waiting for Discord or YouTube or OBS or some of my, I'm not going to wait for these companies to fix their problems because I don't know when they're going to fix it. So just going to upgrade my computer. Yeah. So that's me. I'm just trying to think of, I think I answered everything. So I think I'm pretty good. Let me just see if there's any YouTube comments that I haven't answered, since I'm already sort of in the Q&A mode anyway. So let me just double check. I'll zoom in a little so people can read. Yeah, I'm zoomed in too much. Okay. History passes were so confusing. Oh, this is May 2022. Thanks to your explanations, I sort of understand now. Thanks for the timestamps, by the way. Yay, first timestamp. Unnecessary autobiographical detail. So I'm just reading how she says, I sort of understand now, right? So I think Rainy is a she, because it sounds like a Reina or something like that. But she or he or they are, yeah, seem like they're a little uncertain about the history passage. So I'm just asking that real quick. Beats Princeton. Yo, Princeton Review is like the lowest bar. I'm way better than Princeton Review. Sorry, I'm kidding. But Princeton Review is pretty garbage. So I just got to say it. Princeton Review is pretty garbage, guys. If you guys are relying on Princeton Review, it's not bad as just one extra resource. And if you just kind of smash through, like if you just get through it really, really fast, it's not going to hurt you, but it's not going to help you that much. So Princeton Review is it's a low bar. All right, but because I don't know Iskander, I'm not gonna take offense at his compliment. So now I'm just I did Wordle. and I still want to chill a little bit more. Iskander? Princeton Review? Are you talking about Princeton Review, or Iskander is just another YouTube viewer, just like you. Iskander? I don't know how to pronounce. Okay, I'm a little too lazy for poetry right now. I'm like my brain is not good enough for poetry right now. So I'm just gonna do vocabulary.com. Joe, Princeton Review is a publishing company, and they publish a bunch of guides related to things like test prep, like ACT, LSAT, GRE. These are probably some scary names for you because I think you're like 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. You're in middle school, right? So, these words are going to mean almost nothing to you right now, but they do a bunch of things for test preparation for getting into college or getting into graduate school. Yeah, I mean, I could do a quick analysis of their business, but let's just skip that part and go into vocabulary. Mugwumps, the independence. Mugwumps in the independence. Shira notices the traps. The paranomasia. The hell? But we have a context here, which are, the traps. So false cognates are when two words sound like they would mean the same thing. Solepses. Ooh, what are solepses? I forgot solepses. Anyway, let me look. A reversal of the normal order of words could make some sense, and humorous play on words could make some sense, but I would go with paranomasia. For example, instead of, oh, come on. Okay, humorous play on words. So this is not a word you would want to know as a normal person. Oh, it's like auditory puns. Okay. This is like not one of those words that you would ever want to really know.
Press the R key to repeat the description.
If you're just a normal person. This is the kind of word you would want to know if you're very, very intensely into language. Okay, so everyone just defines it as a pun. Paronomastic. This is one of my words. I'm a 4th grader. I'm sorry, Brom. Hilarious. Same, except 5th grade. You kids are gonna be so smart. Okay. Having similar sounds but different meanings, like otter. Okay. Homophonic, pour out the corruption slag from every pore. Well, dig a new well. Homographic. Okay. Homonymic. It's a little overly complicated, but sure. Basically, if it sounds the same, but you're using it differently. Shakespeare does a lot of paranomasia. Shakespeare does a lot of paranomasia. All right. Next. I parrot the paranomasia. I parrot the paranomasia. I parrot Shakespeare's. I parrot Bill's paranomasia. All right. I'm basically going to remember that word just from this one sentence. Animadvert. I think this is when you hate something. Okay, fulminate. Yes, you strongly animadvert. Animosity, animadvert. Yeah, let's go. Tradecraft. This is like spying, I think. Right? Isn't that? Yep. I learned this last time. The nice thing about vocabulary.com is they keep randomly filling in the old words that they showed you back into it while also showing you new words. Like embom point, I've never seen this before. I don't even know how to pronounce this right now. Let me guess first. For you, this is a blooming embom point. Embampong. I don't know how to say that. Which makes up in some women for the loss of youthful freshness. It's like a quality that women take on, like a sheen as they age that makes them sort of charming in a different way. So it could be cheerfulness, complexion, or plumpness, but so we have bon, right? Which like a good thing. So I get cheerful. I get maybe yeah, maybe it is something to do with the face, complexion with the face, but I'm going to assume it's not face. I'm going to go with plumpness. Oh, yo. Embonpoint. Okay, see, I knew it was French. Embonpoint. Dude, this is such a crazy word, but sure.
Spoken audio is now on.
Oh, God.
Question 5. Press the R key to repeat the description of this word. Press the Q key. Spoken audio off.
On bon point.
Un bon point.
Okay, en bon point. So I always practice pronouncing it without hearing it because I want to learn to just be able to read it. And I've basically learned it, but I'm not 100% perfect on it, so it's something I practice. Rotundity. This is much more common than embonpoint, okay? But rotundity would be, I would say, a pretty high-level high school word. Obesity is like a low-level high school, high-level middle school word. Portly is like 9th grade, 10th grade. I feel like you should know that. Pudgy, you should know that like 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Rotundity, you should know that maybe 10th, 11th, 12th grade. Corpulence, you should know 10th, 11th, 12th. And embonpoint, I don't think I never heard it until today. I don't think you need to know this. So, but it's a fun word. I kind of like this word, embonpoint. All right, let's do like 3 more words, and then I think I'm gonna go because my brain is absquatulated. I learned this one. I'm trying to not look at the page right now. I'm just trying to see if I can remember it. Absquatulate. Isn't it like to argue about something? I don't remember. Prevaricate? That could make some sense. Prevaricate is when you're like trying to, when you're saying words that are kind of misleading. Abscond? I'm going to go with prevaricate. Is it abscond? What's abscond mean? Henry, let me answer you in a second. I just want to get through this. Abscond? And actually the quick answer is yes. I do need to plan it though. Abscond? Wow, I cannot believe I forgot abscond. Holy crap. This is what happens, guys, when you work in business for like 5 years. Like in business, you don't really use hard words. You just use that easiest words possible and repeat them over and over and over again. Whereas before, when I was I was a teacher, and then I worked as a product manager, and now I'm back as a teacher. Like my vocabulary suffered during those 5 years when I was working as a product manager. So I cannot abscond is such it's a high school level word, and I cannot remember it. When you like. To abscond, what's the sentence? To abscond I absconded the, what do you abscond? You abscond things like a rule? Oh, when you steal something, you're breaking a rule. That makes kind of some sense. Oh my God. Absquatulate is kind of like, yes, to abscond the Joe, amazing, Joe. That's a great sentence. You know what? I am so upset that I did not know abscond. That is really upset. Hang on, I need this. So I'm gonna actually show you how I learn words, right? But He absconded with the money. He absconded with the money. You run away with, you take away with, you steal away with the money. Right. Where's the example sentences? Right, and then just literally to abscond away, like to run away, I mean, to abscond to her house, to abscond to her house. Blush, they won't blush at the chance to abscond with. So abscond with is a pretty common phrase, I see. And by the way, this is one of the reasons why you have to look at, whenever you're learning a new word or relearning a word, you have to look at the example sentences. I mean, if you don't, all your definitions are not going to help you on the test. Yeah, abscond with his Peloton instructor. To fate is, what is this crazy? None of us should be surprised if Mr. Big actually faked his death to run away with his Peloton instructor. Yet again, living care. That sounds like a fun story to read. But I'm going to not get tempted by that. Okay, so let me go back to Henry and just at least answer that question properly. So, will I be doing the April 2022 QAS? That is high priority for me, but it's middle high priority right now. There's a couple other priorities. Let me sort it out in my head. The first priority is there are a bunch of PSATs that I have not reviewed that it turns out I have to review for my summer obligations because I'm teaching this course in summer. So I have to get through some things that are like urgent for me. Like I have to prep them in the next couple weeks. Okay. So those are urgent for me. Then, and then also the fact that like every day I have classes now, so I'm kind of busy. So that's just taking away a lot of my time from being able to stream. But then after that, I think April 2022 is pretty high priority after all my course requirements because... Oh, the only other thing that I thought was really, really high priority is like actually making a proper video about my reading strategy. I need to make a reading strategy video. I keep repeating the reading strategy in all my streams and all the questions, but I need to make this video. So that's also really high priority for me. So it's up there. I'm just saying it's up there, but right now it's being pushed back by a couple other things. So realistically, I think I should be able to do it within a month. Like by the time the June scores come out, in the middle of July, I probably should be able to cover the April 2022, but I don't want to make any promises, right now, just cause I am like I'm literally waking up at 5 a.m. just to stream. You know, my life is just a little crazy right now. So yeah. So I'm trying to get through it as fast as possible. I hope Henry, you have some other QASs to kind of use for your practice. You know, I hope there are other things I hope you haven't seen every other QAS that exists. So maybe you can work on some of the other QASs until I actually get around to the April. Yeah. Let me know if you have further questions. I'm going to keep, I'm kind of digging right now. Doing vocabulary.com is actually waking me up. So I'm going to do a little more. Absquatulate means to run away. Hang on. Let me absquatulate. I need to find I need to make like a little mnemonic. Thief, a pox on you. For absquatulating, I don't know. Pox on you, a pox on thee, thief. For absquatulating, a pox on thee, absquatulating thief. A pox on thee, absquatulating thief. It has a rhythm, but it's a little hard. A pox on thee, absquatulating thief. That works. A pox on the absquatulating thief. A pox on the absquatulating thief. Okay. A theodolite is like a telescope, right? Oh my lord. Construction site? Oh, to measure. Oh, theodolite is kind of like so, you know, it's just such an not useful word for me that I just keep ignoring it, but yeah. Theodolites. It's like the AR tools on the iPhone that can kind of do the measuring angles, although they kind of suck. At least in my experience, they're not very good. But yeah. Okay, I'm not that interested in this word. Comme il faut. 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 Like the fact? Like the fact? Like the fact? Like the fact? As the fact? The way it is? The way it is? I forgot how this works. Appearance, seemly, it looks good. It's legible, it's readable, it's vengeful. I don't think it's vengeful. It's derivative. I'm gonna try derivative. It's like, you know, it's kind of like uninspired, just following something else. Okay, it appears if it's good looking. Oh, I see. You do it in the accept. See, so I was thinking kind of the right direction. You know, you're following the rules and traditions, but then I was making it very negative by comme il faut or whatever. As is necessary. Okay. According to customer propriety. Is there another phrase for this? Seemly? Yeah. Wait, did you guess seemly before I press it? Because, dude, you're a smart boy. What? What's another word for this when you're like doing things not apropos, like when you're doing things in the appropriate way? Can't remember a word. Like, there's a phrase. Flagitious? Oh, dude, now I'm getting tired. Flagitious? I'm gonna go with brutal. Flagrant, you know, flagitious. Maybe. Flagitious? It sounds kind of hazardous. I would say hazardous. Brutal. Flagitious. Yeah, I should have gone with brutal. Oh well. Yeah, like, it's actually very similar to flagrant. It is very similar to flagrant. And in fact, for this one, I am actually interested in this word. So let's go and look it up. Scandalous crime or vice. Flagitious. Flagrum. Yeah, so flagrant and flagrum and flagellate all are the same shameful thing. Okay, so yeah, I kind of had the right idea here. Intangibles. Originally applied to people, these flagitious scum. But now it's, you know, flagitious promiscuity, a flagitious notion. Any high schooler that uses the word flagitious is flagitious. All right, let's look at some of these contributions. Permitted Fredegonda to die in her bed, that it even opposed the punishment or flagitious crime. Flagitious. You know, I should do tongue twisters before starting my streams. I used to when I was in New York, but like in the morning, it's so early. Isaac Asimov, okay. Therefore, successfully and successfully. The effie and perfume dandies with their sparkling libidinous ladies, with the rough and ruckus warlords, what characters they are, with their unbridled and lascivious wenches, of the plump and luxurious businessmen, with their lush and flagitious mistresses. This is actually an amazing, such a colorful and amazing sentence. That's such a great description of a where are we? The service. Okay. Whatever, like some sort of church service, maybe. What a great description of a scene. Okay. No, I'm getting. I got flagitious. Flagitious. I got flagitious. Okay, this is something I can just sort of work with. The flagitious wenches, or mistresses. I mean, that's all I really need to know. Flagitious mistresses, and I will basically remember this word. Stochastic. My mouth and my I needed the tongue twisters, man. It's like very heavy, very thick of tongue, heavy of tongue. The principle of falsification is formulated as for deterministic reality, while many empirical models are stochastic. You know, I knew stochastic, kind of. Algebraic, that sounds kind of right. Because deterministic, what's the opposite of deterministic? It's kind of like stochastic. Random. It's random. Yeah. Stochasticity is something that is studied in complexity sciences, which is not something you'll ever get in a normal high school curriculum. Also, on computer and science, computer science programs, I think you might learn the word stochastic as well. I'm not totally sure. And I vaguely remember people speaking about stochasticity with the coronavirus, vaguely. Yeah, so I just have like associations. I didn't really know the word for sure, but yeah. Whew, one round. Okay, I am pooped. Those are some hard words. All right, let me see some words Paranomasia, I just did not know. Absquatulate, I should know. Pox on the absquatulating thief. A pox on the absquatulating thief. Theodolite, I'm not that interested in whatever. Comme il faut. Let me just make sure I know how to pronounce comme il faut. Comme il faut. Comme il faut. Okay. UFO. Comme il faut. What a proper UFO. It waits in line. Comme il faut. Whoa. What a polite UFO. It waits in line. Comme il faut. Okay, that works. It waits in line. Comme il faut. Flagitious. Flagrant, flagitious. I mean, the flagitious wenches and mistresses. That sentence was so ridiculous. It was so great. That Isaac Asimov sentence, beautiful. Love it. All right, that's enough for vocabulary.com today, and I probably should start worrying about my classes. So, guys, I think that's it for me. I actually streamed way more. I was almost a whole hour. Yeah, this is probably a little irresponsible because I need to prep my classes. So, guys, hey, thanks for chilling with me on this stream, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm trying to stream every day. I'm not promising it yet just because of jet lag and blah, 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 but I will see you guys soon. Joe, it seems like you have a question, but I'm going to cut the stream anyway so we can move the conversation over to Discord. Gotta go. See you guys. Peace.